Good afternoon, everyone. Today is Tuesday, January 7th, 2025, 4 p.m. Now we're opening up the Community Development Committee. Those that are here, yours truly, the chair, Councilman Tyrone Johnson, Councilman Tim Andrew, Councilwoman Amanda Cook, and Councilwoman Vicky McKeever. And we will call this to order. And presentation of items is 2025-6, which is the 2024 Local Codes Annual Strategic Plan Update. And we will have Kaylee Parrish. I pronounced it right this time?
It's Parrish.
Parrish, but Kaylee.
Parrish. Yes, Kaylee.
All right. Happy New Year's to you.
Yes, Happy New Year's to you as well. Hope everyone is doing well.
Good.
So this is the annual, so this is all the numbers combined for January through December of 2024. So minimum housing cases, we had a total of 279. 218 of those complaints were citizen, 61 were city initiated. For public nuisance, we had 2,006. 1080 of those complaints were citizen, and 984 were city initiated. For zoning, we had a total of 704. 243 were citizen, and 458 were city initiated. For the minimum housing cases, the owner corrected 109 of those HV cases. There were 10 owner demos, and 55 cases are still at order enforcement. That means the property owner is still actively working on the homes at this point in time. And 105 of those cases were closed as no violation. So 1203 Cloverdale was a order to repair or demo. It has been repaired at this time. The notice of hearing was held in April of 2023. The order was issued in May of 2023. The property sold in 2023. The permit was obtained in April 2024, and the CO was issued in August of 2024. And these are just pictures of the home prior. And I will say, with that home there, the home was bought for $12,000 and sold for $140,000.
Wow. Yeah.
Does anybody have any questions in reference to anything?
It's Councilman Andrew. The numbers that you presented with that home, was that a private investment? An individual bought it and flipped it and sold it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Any other questions or comments? All right, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for your time.
Appreciate you. The next item is 2025-7, the Citizen Advisory Council update, and that will be given by Nina Wilson, our Community Development Director.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair and
Good
members of the
afternoon.
committee, and Happy New Year. What we wanted to do was to provide you with an update for the Citizens Advisory Council. Primarily our staff, we work with them and meet with them monthly, but we are going to look at providing you all with at least quarterly updates. That's going to be the goal. And we know that the purpose of the Citizens Advisory Committee is to provide sort of that two-way communication between you all and the citizens. And what the CAC serves as kind of like a forum for citizens to bring forward concerns, priorities, and also to kind of serve as an advisory body to study, advise, and make recommendations on concerns for citizens. And so they're kind of, you know, your representative, your voice within your ward. And when we look at the COC body right now, we do have 5 members. We have 4 seats that are currently vacant, and we just wanted to kind of bring that to you all's attention today. You may already know, and I know that the clerk works with you all on those appointments, but we do have vacancies for the mayor's seat, for Councilmember Cook, Councilmember McKeever, and Councilman Holmes. So those are the 4 areas that if we could, or the 4 districts, if we could get representatives. And in the past, I know sometimes when members have had a little bit of difficulty finding someone to serve, the idea of having someone from a different ward actually represent you. And while, of course, we work with whomever you all appoint, I would just say that it is our recommendation, and I would say maybe preference, that the person is from your ward. Otherwise, there's a gap. There's a ward that's not going to be represented when it comes to the CAC, and we may end up with 2 people within the same ward. And we also feel like if that person lives within the ward, then they're able to bring issues and concerns regarding where they live. The citizens can go to them, their neighbors, and talk with them about issues within their particular area. So we just wanted to kind of bring that to you all's attention, and we appreciate if we could get these slots filled. I tell you, sometimes it's hard to get minutes approved. If someone doesn't show up, we don't have a quorum. So we certainly do appreciate you all working with us on that. And so I wanted to introduce to you all the Citizens Advisory Council Chairman. It is Orrell Henry, and he's going to give you some updates on our neighborhoods and neighborhood and community associations, and talk a little bit about some of the community engagement initiatives that are going on.
Thank you, Nina. Bear with me as I go through the different associations. We've got about 8 of them. But I am just excited to share what the associations are doing on behalf of the community. So thank you all and Happy New Year. Burns Hill Association continues to focus on the mission to create a new thinking by which its residents will achieve greater self-sufficiency, enhancing the livability of the neighborhood by incorporating and expanding their focus on educational, spiritual, and economic development. The association meets in person the 2nd Monday of every month at the Moorhead Recreational Center. So there are 2 things I just want to point out that they're doing really well. Door knocking campaign is one of them that they're doing to engage churches within the community, as well as engagement around their food pantry, which is a phenomenal thing there in that area. And then also there's a support for youth initiatives, which they host the 7th Youth Summit event in collaboration with community partners. So that's what's happening there at Burns Hill Neighborhood Association. The next I want to talk about is the Highland Mills Neighborhood Association. Highland Mills Neighborhood Association is in transition with its leadership. The focus, though, is this year is to reunite the neighborhood. As you know, because of COVID, a lot of stuff has fell off, so that's what they are a part of right now. They meet in person on the 3rd Tuesday of every month at 6 o'clock at the Bible Believer International Worship Center. 2 things I do want to point out, bullet points for them. The continued support for the Little Free Library for the children in the neighborhood, as well as the grand opening of the Highland Commons Park. So once again, very excited about that. The next association I want to talk about is the London Woods Neighborhood Association and Extension. The London Woods Neighborhood Association and Extension has made significant progress towards its goal for the year, experiencing both growth and as well as change. With their new president at the helm, the association is energized and focused on enhancing the neighborhood's quality of life. The association meets every 2nd Monday in person at 6:30 at the Temple Memorial Baptist Church. Two things I do want to highlight for London Woods is their new recruitment strategy that they have put together and implemented, where current members invite 1 or 2 new attendees and foster growth and engagement within the community. And then the police department as well attends the association meeting back in October to discuss safety issues in the neighborhood. Additionally, the association's president has discussed safety concerns with the police chief, as well as traffic concerns with the Department of Transportation. Next on the list is going to be Macedonia Neighborhood Association. Their focus this year is to reunite and reconnect with the neighborhoods. They will continue to provide technical assistance to the neighborhood as they rebuild. The association meets in person every second Tuesday at 6 o'clock at the Macedonia Resource Center. One of the highlights for them is to provide and serve meals out of the local motels, where, of course, unprivileged individuals live. So that's one of the things that's highlights for them, and it's been very effective in that area. Next is South Side Neighborhood Association. The South Side Neighborhood Association has experienced several changes this year as it continues to strengthen the community and enhance engagement among residents. With a focus on leadership and participation, the association is excited about the progress it has seen and has made. The association meets in person the first Thursday of each month at Southside Recreation Center. 2 bullet points. They collaborated with Omega Psi Phi fraternity, as well as Habitat for Humanity, to hold a resource fair for the neighborhood. And then the association continues to support the community garden, which thrives with coordinators actively recruiting participants to grow fresh produce for the neighborhood. They are distributing produce to households who make a request and advertise the neighborhood association simultaneously. Next I want to talk about is West End Neighborhood Association. The West End Neighborhood Association is currently navigating a rebuilding phase on which they're focusing on enhancing community engagement and increasing membership. The association meets in person on the first Tuesday at 6 o'clock at the West End Community Center. One major bullet point there is their efforts to recruit new members have included canvassing with flyers and attending events at West End Ministries. Next is the Washington Street Community Association, which formerly was the Washington Street Neighborhood Association. The Washington Street Community Association will work diligently with local businesses, other organizations, the City of High Point Police Department, Community and Neighborhood Development Division, and area churches to assist in providing a healthy, safe, and well-rounded neighborhood. The association meets virtually on the 4th Tuesday of each month at 6 p.m. 2 bullet points that I want to highlight. They're working and have increased a number of new members that will continue to invite, and they will continue to invite, community guests to meetings, and they have created community recruitment strategies. Next is they participated in various community events to include community feedings, which they do bag lunches, the Wednesday soup meals, Unity Festival, of course, lighting of Christmas tree with soup, cider, and Santa with Grodega. And then last on this list here for neighborhoods is I want to talk about the Oakview Neighborhood Association. The Oakview Neighborhood Association as well is in our recruiting phase, and they're focusing on community engagement and increasing its membership. The association meets every second Monday at 6:30 at the Oakview Rec Center. So just two bullet points is going to be the recruitment of new members, And then, of course, they do meetings where they that enhances the community, such as meetings involving like in-town suites, different things like that, as well as the police department. They also have CPR classes as well as self-defense classes. So basically, as just an FYI, all these association days, as you know, y'all may have it, but just wanted to bring it to y'all attention here as the meetings take place. So in 2025, the goals, the neighborhood and community associations share common goals this year, and they are to increase membership, attendance at meetings, and more community engagement, support of community gardens and urban farming, continue community and holiday events to include National Night Out, festivals, neighborhood cleanups, meals, feedings, food drives, movie nights, so on and so forth. Focus on neighborhood safety and self-defense, fundraising for implementation of community initiatives. And so basically the bottom line is that the residents want to improve the quality of life for all of High Point and the High Point communities that they live. And that's very important there for us and for the association. The last thing I want to talk about is going to be the funding. And so the Foundation for a Healthy High Point funding, and the purpose of that funding was in response to the association's desire for the City of High Point's Community Development and Housing Department, in partnership with the Foundation for a Healthy High Point. That is, we are seeking to enhance the leadership and organizational capacity of the neighborhood organization. As you guys know, neighborhood building activities will include the implementation of neighborhood micro-grants that will fuel resident-led projects. By providing training, technical assistance, and skill-building opportunities, the neighborhood organizations will enhance their capacity and develop the tools necessary to advocate on behalf of their communities. The associations serve as the resource liaisons between their neighborhood and the community, and of course, the City of High Point. To effectively advocate on behalf of their neighborhood, training and technical assistance will be provided. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Henry. Does anybody have any questions or comments? Questions or comments? Okay. And I believe that's all we have. All right. Well, thank you so very much, and this meeting is now adjourned.